Hello, my name is Jeffrey Dates, and I served as director for the project Stranglehold, and I want to talk a little bit about sort of how we went about creating the images that you see on this DVD. One of the first things we did was, during our animatic process, was to shoot a bunch of reference of our own animators and guys here, some of our artists. We would dress them up as John Woo and other characters, and we would act out different sequences. And this served a purpose of allowing us to sort of previs what we wanted to do before we got into the prevising. So it was sort of a previs. We joked around with this and sort of called it a videomatic. After we did the videomatic, the next stage was to come in and to decide both design-wise and color-wise how we wanted this spot to play out. Each one of the environments where we had upstairs of a bar, we had downstairs in sort of a grand hallway lined with these art glass panels, and then we had what we called the boss's office. Each one had very distinct styling and art direction, as well as color and mood. The animation team was led by John Griffith, the lead animator, and was able to pull together some animators, and they hand keyframed everything that you see on this.
Hi, I'm Greg Punchatz, character development lead on Stranglehold. Stranglehold was a challenge in many respects. We had to produce many photorealistic characters in a very short amount of time. We developed a system that allowed us to use shape animation from one character and apply it to many. Basically, we have these sliders that control all the expressions of the face, and then we have sliders that control the looks of the face. They have different shaders, different hairstyles, and that sort of stuff. So you really can't tell they're the same character, but it allowed us to generate 7, fairly hero characters in about 2 weeks' time. Another one of the big challenges was doing the likeness of Chow Yun-fat. Unfortunately, we did not have an opportunity to get a cyber scan of Chow Yun-fat for this project. Ordinarily, that's the way I would prefer to start. And even worse than that, we weren't allowed to take photographs because he wasn't available at the time. So we had to dig through hours and hours of DVD material looking for the right shots. This can be very difficult because all these pictures are taken with different lenses. So I spent about a 1.5 to 2-week battle trying to get the likeness of Chow Yun-fat just right. On a project like this, if everything was great, we'd use cloth simulation. Unfortunately, on this project, there just was not time for it. So what we did was develop a series of controls to get the illusion that there's the cloth motion. There's just a lot of bones and control objects in the cloth itself to generate the look. On top of that, we used displacement maps to add fine wrinkles and things like that.
Compositing was taken through digital fusion, and due to render times and constraints, we tried to minimize the number of passes that we had. So we utilized a tag pass that allowed the compositors to be able to separate elements easily during compositing without us having to render separate passes. Reference was a big deal for this project because we wanted to have the accuracy of how it looks when a gun is shot off, and so we had some of our artists here go down to the gun range with their guns and fire off a few rounds, and they fired off rounds of a shotgun, and I think we had a Desert Eagle, which is one of Chow's weapons. Also, we recorded sound on set that was later cut into the spot. The project in general is a dream come true, and this team really pulled together, and we really just made an awesome spot that I'm extremely excited about. Midway's excited, John Woo was excited. It was named one of the top best trailers for E3 2005. So overall, I think it turned out really well, and I look forward to doing another John Woo spot.